Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. Hope everyone's doing good, hope everyone's doing well. Today we're looking at the Sweden squad that's been announced for the friendly match against the Algerian national team. Sweden haven't qualified for the World Cup. They're playing two friendlies against Mexico and then against Algeria, and of course this game is taking place in Sweden, so they will have the home support. This is the bunch of Swedish players that Algeria will be finding themselves up against. Now, first of all, like I always do with squads, I'll talk about who's not in it. There's no Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He is out injured. The same for Alexander Isak at Newcastle. He's also out injured. And Dejan Kulusevski at Tottenham, who is fit to play, has not been called up by Sweden for these friendlies. I think Tottenham have actually stopped Kulusevski being released to not force him into another injury concern once again. So those three players for me, Zlatan, Isak and Kulusevski, are three really big attacking outlets for the Swedes that will not be playing against Algeria. Right, now that's out of the way, let's look at who is in this squad. So in goal they've got Linda Nordfeldt, Nordfeldt has played in England with Swansea for a number of years, and Robin Olsen, who will probably play in goal. He's currently the second goalkeeper at Aston Villa. He came on a few days ago for Ammi Martinez when Martinez was injured. Olsen came on, so he's at Aston Villa at the moment, and he is probably going to be the goalkeeper for the game. Then you've got Anderson, Augustinson, I think is another player, a fullback that's currently at Aston Villa, so he's in the Premier League. Dargastal, Heen, Holm, Kurtulus, Usu, and the main one at centre half is Victor Lindelof, who plays for Manchester United. Now, whether you rate Lindelof or not, he's certainly of a high calibre for a game like this. He's Sweden's best centre-half. He will be hard to beat in this game in terms of whatever striker we put up against him. He's vastly experienced with Manchester United. He's played alongside Varane. He's played alongside Maguire. He's played alongside Martinez. This guy's got bags of experience. So Lindelof and Augustinson to keep an eye on from the defence, and Robin Olsen to keep an eye on in goal. And then you look at sort of the midfield and the attack. You've got Clayson, you've got Anthony Elanga. Now, Anthony Elanga is an interesting one. He's in this squad. Of course, another player at Manchester United. He has had some game time this season under Erik ten Hag, but he's not been a real starter. Ironically, Elanga is eligible to play for Sweden or for Cameroon. He chose not to go to the World Cup with Cameroon to actually play with the Sweden national team, so he's very committed to them. So Anthony Elanga, Manchester United, he's expected to start in this game for the Swedish team. You've got Emil Forsberg. You've seen what Forsberg has done for a number of years in Germany at the likes of Leipzig. Very talented player, very good on the set pieces. You've got Gustafsson, you've got Ishak, you've got Karlsson, you've got Karlstrom, you've got Christopher Olsen, you've got Victor Gyökeres, a player that has good experience in the second tier of English football, the likes of Swansea and Coventry. You've got Christopher Olsen, you've got Robin Kaysen, who is playing alright in Europe. He's moved on to the Middle East, so you have to question his hunger for the game. And then finished off with Marcus Roden, Ken Sema, who used to play for Östersunds in Sweden under Graham Potter. I think he moved to Watford a few years ago. And Mattias Svanberg, who can play in the middle of the park. So the big names, the Alexander Isaks, the Zlatans, the Dejan Kulusevskis, are not in this squad. But if they name an attacking team with Robin Kaysen, with Forsberg, with Anthony Elanga, they could cause us some real problems going forward. So it's a good test. There's some players, some of the clubs here, the likes of Manchester United, Aston Villa, Leipzig, players playing at a really good level to test the Algerian team. Now, this game will also answer a few questions. A lot of people said if Algeria had got in that group Cameroon have got, and we would have to have played Serbia and Switzerland, how would we have got on? We're never going to know ultimately, but Sweden, Serbia, Switzerland, not a million miles away in terms of, not just because they begin with S, but in terms of the ability. So if Algeria went to Sweden and beat them, there's no reason why not to suggest that Algeria couldn't have beaten the Serbs, couldn't have beaten the Swiss, and progressed from Group G at the FIFA World Cup. But nonetheless, it is what it is. That's the Sweden squad to face Mexico and Algeria on the day before the FIFA World Cup starts. It is what it is. C'est la vie. La 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 la. So let me know your thoughts on the Sweden squad. Of course, if you're Swedish, maybe there's certain Swedish talents we need to know about. Leave it in the comments down below. But I think this squad is very much quality, but we could get a good result and it could be fairly beatable on the night. But let me know your thoughts on the Sweden squad in the comments down below. Subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.